Yo, what's good everyone? This is Ayo Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about why Ryan Garcia deserves respect despite losing. As we all know, Ryan Garcia just lost to Tank. He was stopped by a body shot in round 7 and he couldn't recover. And a lot has been going on ever since. He was abandoned by Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and Joe Goossen in a post-fight press conference. You have fans saying that Ryan got exposed, that he wasn't that good, and that he quit. You have fans also saying and making excuses for Ryan, blaming the rehydration clause and the mole in the camp. A lot of things are being said to discredit Ryan, Tank, and the fight in general, and there's some validity to these statements. Yes, Ryan did get exposed, but getting exposed isn't a game ender, and all boxers will get exposed to a certain degree when they lose or struggle in a fight. People were saying that Tank got exposed when he fought Pitbull Cruz, so what happens? And I wasn't a fan of the rehydration clause, but Ryan said himself that it didn't matter once the fight started, and he can't make no excuses now because he signed a contract. And for the mole in the camp theory, I really don't care about that shit. And when it comes to the narrative that Ryan quit, I'm not too sure you can say that. He took a clean shot to the liver from a power puncher and Gervonta Tank Davis, and those can really put you down. But he did get up right after the 10 count, so maybe he didn't want to take further punishment or get stopped in a brutal knockout. We can only speculate. Regardless, Ryan deserves respect. All credit and respect to Tank Davis, the winner, but we should do the same for Ryan because Ryan dared to be great. It's no secret that there's been a lack of boxers taking risk in these past couple of years. Mayweather going undefeated put an emphasis on the following and current generation of boxers to remain undefeated. Promoters and networks will protect their top fighters, putting them in low-risk fights to build them up until they are ready to put them in a risky fight for a payday and a big fight. Zotto Ramirez is a prime example. Additionally, politics between promoters, networks, and belt organizations make it hard for boxers to fight one another, therefore preventing or delaying fights from happening. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are a perfect example. This creates a climate where the best are not fighting the best on a consistent basis, which then devalues the sport. Boxing fans and pundits have complained about this issue for a long time. However, they are also part of the problem. Fans claim that they want boxers to fight the best and claim it's okay to take a loss, but in reality, fans will write off guys who lose or have a tough fight and hate and criticize guys who fight the best. Look at Stephen Fulton, a champion that has proven that he'll fight anyone and is always challenging himself, but he's underappreciated and fans try to downplay his resume. Look at Jermell Charlo. He fought the best at 154 to go undisputed, taking a loss and a draw in the process, but gets no recognition from the boxing establishment, and fans criticize his resume and the entire 154 division, and fans will even justify and support fights for not happening. The best example of this is Demetrius Andrade getting hate for wanting to fight Canelo. This type of behavior is holding the sport back. But this fight between Tank and Ryan should be a turning point. These guys are both young, in their prime, big names in boxing, from rival promotions and networks. However, they were able to bridge the boxing politics and give the fans and the sport a true mega fight that has been missing for a long time. There's no doubt that this event will inspire and influence other boxers to do the same. So instead of hating and shaming and writing off Ryan, show some respect and applaud him for taking a risky fight. Because if we start doing that, the repercussions of taking a loss will lessen, and promoters and networks will be more willing to put on risky fights. Therefore, the best will be fighting the best on a consistent basis, whether they are undefeated or have losses. Hopefully, Ryan's not discouraged from taking the loss and is still willing to fight the best. He said that he wants to move to 140 permanently and fight the top guys there. He'll most likely have a rebound fight, but there's plenty of top big names he could fight. You have Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Sabril Matias, Rolly Romero, Brandon Lee, Jose Ramirez, and more. You also have lightweights that will eventually move up like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, and you also got lightweights that will jump up in weight to make a fight like Pitbull Cruz and George Kambosos. There's plenty of good fights out there for Ryan and Tank. Once these fights start happening, we'll get the next great era in boxing, like the original 4 Kings. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing from Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.